Hi, this is Babe the Farmer's Daughter, and you're listening to In Your Head.
All right, we are back. Welcome to In Your Head Wrestling Radio. I am the internet icon, handsome Jackie Jones, along with my right-hand man.
1-inch biceps, the power goat. Bah.
Oh, man. And the man all the way from the UK.
The voice of the beautiful people and the cult of personality Romeo's choice, the Lionheart, Barbie Richards, Potato Man.
And right off the bat, right at the start, we have from WRESTLICIOUS, Hollywood. Welcome to In Your Head.
Hey there. Hi, guys.
How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How about you?
Well, we're all cold and freezing, but you're in California, so
California, it's pretty nice today, about 84, and it's sunny, and there's no smog in my area. Isn't that lovely? I don't think there's smog here. They've cleaned it up a lot, honestly. Mm-hmm. They have. It's our emissions controls, I guess, something like that.
Right. A South Park episode about that.
Uh-huh. I didn't see that one.
I think that's a documentary, isn't it, that show?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be. Well,
ask Kenny.
Mm-hmm. If anyone wants to call in tonight and ask Hollywood a question, what would the number be there, Inchman?
Oh, the number is 508-644-8503.
Right. And if you call in tonight, you're entered to win a contest. We got some special prizes tonight for Halloween. Nice. Now, let everybody know about your new venture, WRESTLICIOUS. You go there at wrestlicious.com, and they also have some stuff up on YouTube. Do you want to explain to everybody how this came about?
What WRESTLICIOUS is?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, for everyone, how it started, there was a young man named Jay Vargas. This kid who's 19 years old decided that he was going to play Powerball, and he ended up winning. And he actually is the youngest Powerball winner in history. I think the kid made won $35.3 million. That's a lot. Can you imagine at 19 years old? Oh my God, what am I going to do with that money? And he's, I think, originally from North Carolina. He's 21 now, and he loved wrestling, and he thought, I want to put something together. And he did, and he put WRESTLICIOUS together. Last year, actually. And the show is a lot like GLOW, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, but it's updated. It's new characters, but kind of the same format. They've got sketches, and the girls look beautiful. They really do. And they've got a new catch song, which is very, very cool. Yeah. And so basically, this kid Jay is the one who started this WRESTLICIOUS. And the owners, Johnny C., who I know very well, and Steve Balance, these are people from GLOW, invited me to come along to their new little show. So kind of how it came to be.
What is your role in WRESTLICIOUS? Are you going to be an active wrestler? Are you going to be like a character? Are you going to be a manager?
I think a little of both. Mm-hmm. I can be a little of both. People, I know I'm going to be older than a lot of the little 20-year-olds, but you know what? I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience. So I would be wrestling. I don't mind managing, but the thing is, I can't just stand there and manage. It's not gonna work. I got to get in the ring. I cannot just stand there on the sidelines. There's no way that's going to happen. So again, like we were saying earlier, expect the unexpected. That's always a great thing.
Yeah. Now,
I'm a heel. I am a heel, and I love. Oh my God, the heel is just that's the best, character to get in there.
Is it ever hard to explain to maybe a family member something who's not really into wrestling, and they would go to see you, and the crowd would be all booing you, and you'd have to explain that's actually a good thing?
It is a good thing. Right. If the crowd is booing you, absolutely. And it's interesting, too. I've had so many people boo, boo, and then they will be up there for an autograph. I'll look at them, I'm like, wait a minute. I go, you two are booing me. And they're like, yeah, but we like you. When I first started, I was really young. I just didn't understand. I'm like, F you guys, but you're doing your job. So I love it.
Yeah.
It was always, when I first started, it was just one of my favorite things to, when I had never been in front of a camera in my life, and then, to do that in Las Vegas, and then on tour in front of people, at first it was a little intimidating. Now it's just like, as soon as I set one foot in there, all of a sudden, all the nerves that were going through, it ends. It's like, I will rule you instead of you yelling and telling me what to do. It's just like, you just take control, So, it's great. It's a fun thing. And you did get the Powerball winner, Jay Vargas.
Yep.
Yep. And like I said, I told you, he won like $35.3 million.
Mm-hmm.
I think he cashed out, though. You think he did that settlement for $17 million, something like that.
Yeah, one lump sum. Yeah. Now, who picked like the different wrestlers? Was he like hands on that, or was somebody else involved?
I didn't have hands on. Yes, the other guys, Johnny and Steve and Jimmy, had more hands on. And Steve, for one, I've known him and longer than I've known Johnny, and he has so much knowledge of wrestling. It's unbelievable. He's a good writer as well, but he was always into it, and he was always going and seeing women wrestlers in the back on the East Coast. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking all of them are picking the girls, and they've got some really good girls. And the cool thing is a lot of them are very, very young, but let me tell you, when they're in the ring, the talent that I see there, they're giving 110%. And that's what I did when I first started. I just gave it all. When I was like in the ring and Mountain Fiji was going to pick my ass up and throw me out of the ring, I'm like, okay, give it to me.
Uh-huh.
And nowadays I look at that and I'm just like, yeah, Fiji was about 350 pounds. She could just lift you up and throw you out. So the girls that they do have with Wrestlicious are top-notch wrestlers. They're really good.
Yeah. How do you think women's wrestling has changed since when GLOW was around and the women wrestlers of today?
I think they copied us. Well, we kind of put it on the map, really.
Yeah.
If you think about it, GLOW put women's wrestling where it is today, and they're just going to make it bigger and better. Mm-hmm. They're gorgeous. They're not afraid. Some of our girls were gorgeous. Some of them were big. We had all shapes and sizes. But like I said, I think GLOW put that on the map. So, more power to a woman, to get in there and show her stuff.
Mm-hmm. We get a lot of people calling. Let's get to some of these callers. We get
okay, that'd be fun.
POD. He's calling in from Ireland, I think.
Lovely. Hi
there. My question is, have you ever been to Ireland?
That's weird, yes.
What did he say? Have you ever been
he wanted to know if you've ever been to Ireland.
Oh, God, yes. I was there last year in November. It was cold, but it was beautiful. And I went to Dublin, obviously, first, and then I drove all the way across to the west side. I don't know if it starts with a C, and I can't remember it. And I stayed in a castle over there, and it was just incredibly beautiful. And I guess I would go back there again.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
The Celtic Mountains.
Is music on the phone? Thanks for calling in, POD.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was a long distance call from Ireland. So
that was across the pond, kids.
We've got Mike on the line.
Hey.
Hi, Mike.
It's me. Hey, Hollywood, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I love GLOW. I'm actually tuning in a little late, so I apologize if I ask you a question that you've already been asked. But I have a question. With Sally the Farmer's Daughter on the show, you had a huge feud with the Farmer's Daughters. And I was wondering...
Oh, yeah.
I've watched you guys on just the Family Feud and everything, and I was wondering, were you really actually friends with Sally in real life?
Oh, my... Yes. You know why? Okay, when you're young, you're stupid. Her and I went to the same high school, and because we were at the same high school, and I was doing wrestling right after school, so you still have that, I have to be better, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm a heel, and she's a good girl, and she, I was actually, as a heel, a little nicer, because she is just all over the place. I don't like to talk really negative about anybody, but yes, oh my God, she did stuff to me that I was just like, and it was great though. For television, for off, I mean, it was real. That stuff between her and I, what you are seeing are two girls who were immature at the time. One wanted to be better than the other. And again, because we went to school together. So we're thinking, our friends from school are going to see this, So, yeah, attitudes were flying.
Yeah, I loved you two. I thought those were the best matches between you and the Farmer's Daughters. I just loved it. And then
because we hated each other. We hated each other.
Yeah, and it was so nice to see how you progressed over the years, because just like in the beginning, you were with Vine, and you guys made a great tag team, but then you got on your own and everything, and you were featured more. And another question I had is just like, in the beginning, when all the girls originally left after season 2, what made you decide that you wanted to stay? Like, why did they, I know left, but why
well, the girls that left, okay, a lot of the girls left, and I'm telling you, a lot of the girls wanted the show. They wanted more. They wanted it to become a union show. The show was not union. It wasn't SAG or AFTRA. A lot of the girls were actresses, those beginning girls. I did not want to leave to go to POW. Remember, POW was with David McLean. He took some more girls, and they were going to Chicago or Indiana or whatever the heck it was. I don't remember. I did not want to continue, and I wanted to do more work here in Los Angeles. So I didn't go with them. However, when the third season started back up again, they're like, Hollywood, we want you on our third season. And I'm thinking, well, where are the first and second season girls? Where is everybody? Right? And I said, I'm not coming back. And then I said, oh, please, we need you to come back. I go, let's strike a deal. And we did a deal where I didn't have to live there 24/7. All those girls had to live in Las Vegas 24/7. They're like, okay, why don't you come up on a Wednesday? You can leave after the show on Saturday night. And I did that so that I could be in Los Angeles to do more work here. So I'd fly back and forth.
Oh, that's great.
We had Babe on a few weeks ago, and she was talking about her documentary she's been making. Were you part of that? Did they interview?
Oh, yeah, all of us. All of us are part of that. That's a company out in Houston, some great people. I think they've got some great interviews with the girls. I mean, they were here at my home for about 2.5 hours talking, and I think you guys would be pleasantly surprised, but you might, there's going to be some stuff brought up that I think it's incredible. I think it's really, really good.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be taking over the show here with questions, but can I ask one more quick question?
All right, Mike.
Yeah.
Go.
I don't know. I'm taking over this. I just got out of my head. What was it? Now that you're part of Wrestlicious, are you still going to be part of GLOW? And do you know if GLOW...
I am. I'm going to do both. I'm a free agent, and I will do both. Absolutely. I'm committed to Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling because, you know what, they're the first ones that gave me my start.
Yeah.
I would never leave them in the dirt. So I welcome both. If I can do both of them, I will. I mean, Lacey Von Erich's doing both as well. She's got Wrestlicious and she's got a TNA. She just premiered on that show. So
Do you think that's good for Wrestlicious to have somebody who's also been... Yeah, because she's...
I do think it's good because of the publicity that it would
Hollywood.
give Wrestlicious. Yes.
Right. Man, this guy's this caller's rude. 217 area code. Who are you?
Hi, this is Sylvester Bowler from Illinois.
All right, Sylvester.
Hi there.
Hi. My question, I wanted to know, actually, I heard there was supposed to be a 5th season of GLOW.
I don't think there's any 5th season. We did 102 episodes. And then we have a pay-per-view that was done, but there was no 5th, sweetheart.
Okay, well, I knew that I guess the show canceled after the 4th season, but I was like, there was some wrestlers that was supposed, I guess, that was appearing like in comedy sketches on the 4th season that they said was supposed to be on the 5th season, like Brunhilde was one of them, I think.
Yeah, I remember that character.
Okay, what was the other character? I guess she looked like a vampire-type character. Do you remember the characters that they had, the new ones that were supposed to appear?
For GLOW, or is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
A couple of girls played double characters. So I don't remember one being a vampire. I just remember It wasn't her character. She was more like, I can't remember you guys right offhand. I'm sorry. But I don't remember vampire with glow. If you guys help me out, do you guys remember?
There is one for Wrestlicious. There's Draculetta.
Yes, that was Restless.
okay.
Yes,
Okay.
she wasn't a glow. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Not
the
with glow.
Wrestlicious Draculetta, you know, for fans of Shimmer and
That's right.
wrestling is also known as Rain.
Oh, well, anyway, I just wanted to say I just thought you was real awesome on the show. I just wish you became the champion. I mean, you're wonderful. My sister and I just loved you.
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. I would have liked to have been a champion too, but, I just didn't have the right qualifications like some of those other girls did, and I won't go any farther than that.
Don't have to go any farther than that. I'm kind of in the business also. I kind of know the drill of it, so yeah. But that's
great.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not in
it's
the
just a
business, so
real
I should
honor.
go further.
You want the right qualifications, huh?
Yes, I want to know the dirt.
I was young and naive, and there was Catholic and lots of rules and the way I grew up.
But I tell you what, I wanted to learn definitely how to do your flying head scissors. I love that.
I
movie.
love that.
Also. Oh
You
man,
know
I
what?
tried
That
to
takes
do that.
people. That's good contact right there.
All
Good
right.
contact. Loved it. Loved it.
Oh.
I practiced that, you guys.
Okay.
Honestly.
It looks awesome. It looks awesome. I have one more question because I don't want to hold up anybody
Sylvester,
else.
did you want to learn how to do the move, or were you interested in receiving the head scissors?
Myself?
Hollywood? Yeah.
I wanted to learn how to do it.
Oh. Okay.
I received it and learned how to do it.
Oh,
actually, so.
All right. What was
Very
the
good.
It's good.
Sylvester?
Thanks.
Thanks, Sylvester.
Thank you. Good talking to you.
All right.
Thank you. Nice talking
Thank
to you.
you.
Thanks.
I just brought up Draculetta as part of Wrestlicious. Do you know who came up with the different characters?
I would say Steve did. He pretty much did. And I think what they do is they look at all the girls' personalities, and then they just try to fit a character with the personality, because that's how they did us in GLOW. It was very interesting when I started. I noticed there were two characters I liked. I loved Hollywood and Vine. I'm like, I can relate to Hollywood and or Vine. But I also liked Tina and Ashley. I'm like, that's a cool one. And you know what? They were just like, okay, you are, we're doing a pilot, and your character is going to be Hollywood. And I was like, yes. So they always try to, put somebody that's comfortable at a certain,
Mm-hmm.
at a certain character. You can kind of look at somebody and go, oh, she's great for a farmer's daughter. Oh, she's good for a heel. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Now, have you done your rap for the new song?
I haven't. I've got some, not yet. We're going to be filming some stuff, but we're kick-ass. I can promise you that. It's Wrestlicious, baby.
Exactly. Also, Jimmy Hart sings a little bit in that. And what was it like getting to work with Jimmy Hart?
Jimmy Hart's great. I've known him for many years. He is always so positive. He has so much energy, and he's a great person to work with.
It's the mouth of the South. What about some of the other legends?
It is.
Yeah. What about some of the other legends there, like the Nasty Boys and Greg Valentine? Are they going to wrestle?
Yeah, but they always want it to be great, But I think about that. Do you think that works? What do you like? You just want it all girls?
No, I think it works because in men's wrestling you have the women there, and if you have women's wrestling, why not have some men there?
Have them in. I agree. I think
Any excuse to see Brian Knobs too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the eye candy for Barbie. He's watching the show. He gets to check out Brian Knobs. Exactly. Barbie, did you have a question?
Yeah, I was wondering, wrestling can take you in a lot of different directions. What was it like doing the Family Feud?
I did 10 episodes of Family Feud. I loved it. We were in front of a live audience, and we were playing for charity, and we were playing against WCW. And for the life of me, and I was thinking about this before, I'm trying to remember the guy that looked like the Crow. What was his? I just can't think of his name. Was it
Sting?
Sting.
Yeah.
Yes. Could not remember his name for the life of me. I kept thinking Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
but not. But that was fun, and I've seen those repeat on. I think it's what the
It's like the
Game show. Yeah. Yeah, those were fun, you guys. Those were, they liked it so much that they had us return back, for a second season. Those were great. We might have looked stupid up there, but, we're having fun. And again, we were playing for charity, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's you brought up the Game Show Network, and Layla Milani, who's like the most famous of the models on Deal or No Deal. What's your opinions on her?
Well, I've not met her yet, but she sure looks, she looks beautiful. She looks smart. She can deliver pretty well. I don't know about, I just think she looks good. I haven't met her yet, so I can't really say much. Yeah. But she seems pretty smart girl.
Mm-hmm. When does Wrestlicious start on TV?
It is supposed to air the end of the year. Mm-hmm. That's what they've been saying. And, right now, though, you guys, this economy sucks. It's very, very difficult. Some of these companies just don't have the budgets. We will be on, I can tell you that, even if it had to be a paid syndication deal. Mm-hmm. We definitely will be on. There's 13 episodes already, you guys, that are already in the can. Obviously, we don't really want to go that route, but it will be on, and they told me end of the year, so that's just around the corner.
Yeah.
I hope to see it soon.
Definitely. What do you think, like, when a guy's is watching women's wrestling, what do you think, like, the most important thing is to him? You think he cares about just what they look like, or the in-ring, like, talent, or their character?
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends, because every fan is different. I think what most people would like is somebody that has the whole package. That's what I would look for. That's me. Men might be different. They might be going, oh, look at her, she's hot. But when it comes down to it, you want someone smart, somebody who has the package, who can deliver.
Mm-hmm. We're a combination of that on the show, in case there are fans who just want to see the chicks, and the fans who want to see the actual wrestling, and fans who want to see the comedy, and you give everybody a little bit of all of them.
A little bit, yeah, exactly. And then that way, it's variety. It's a little bit of variety for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Inchman, you got a question?
Yeah, I do. Titan from our message board. He would like to know, who is your biggest inspiration?
That question will go back far, far away. And it's a book that I read on this woman wrestler. I don't know if you guys know her. Her name was Penny Banner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Penny Banner, the blonde. I read this lady's book, and I was just the stuff that she went through, and just, that was some real-ass, kick-ass wrestling. Mm-hmm. They were definitely athletes, and they worked hard, and they didn't get a lot of money, but I look at her, and did you know that Elvis came to see her wrestle? Back there, I guess, would that be 50s? I don't know if it was 50s or 60s, but he actually dug women's wrestling. Not Andy Kaufman, we're going back farther.
Mm-hmm. I believe the book's called Banner Days.
Banner Days, that's it. Banner Days. It is a great, bless her heart, I think she passed away either this year or last year, you guys.
Yeah, it was last year.
And was it last year?
Yeah. Intra and I met her in 2007.
Yep. I got her book, I think, in 2004 in October, and I didn't meet her, but, she had a Yahoo group, and I used to go over to her Yahoo group, but I think she was a great inspiration for women. And like I said, that goes back far. Mm-hmm. Some younger girls are going to go, oh, I liked Hollywood. But they might, if they know me, but I go back farther than that and kind of do my due diligence on some of the wrestlers.
Yeah. Now, were you mad when Hogan started using the name Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
I was pissed. How did you know that? I was like, what? Those weren't exactly my words either. What the, what the heck? I didn't like that. I'm like, I'm Hollywood, but so.
The guy's always ripping off people's names. Ripped off your name. You got the Hulk from the comic book.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's gonna get some original names there.
Yes, I was pissed. I was pissed off, but it is what it is. There's only one Hollywood. We know that. That's it. If anybody else I see that name, I'm like, no. Mm-mm. Or people go, oh, I know a girl, her name's Hollywood. I go, no, it better not be Hollywood.
We got Zachary, or not Zachary, it's Afro calling in from Wales.
Hello.
Hello, dear.
I was wondering if there was any interest from the WWE or WCW to bring you in.
For myself?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Or if TNA's had any interest in bringing you in.
Well, let me tell you, wrestling live in the ring, and I will tell you, I haven't done a lot of it for a while, and I tell you why, guys. I broke my leg, and I have 7 screws and 2 plates in the right leg. So there was a time where I'm like, you know what? I mean, it scared the holy crap out of me. It's okay to, little small injuries. That was a big injury. That was really big. That was wrestling a woman here in Los Angeles. Basically didn't know what she was doing. She wrapped her leg around my ankle, hooked it actually, around the ankle, and pulled, and it broke, and pulled hard. And I went, oh, God. But so when WWE, which was WWF then, had come here to interview, I did. I went down there, and they were asking me all these questions. Ooh, where did you learn your skill? Who trained you? I'm like, Mando Guerrero. And they're asking me all these questions. And I got nervous, and you know what? I am someone who tells the truth. I was limping. The leg was so atrophied, you guys. I had, sweats on. I don't want people to see it. But I told them, and they just looked at me like, next. So that won't happen. I'm a free agent. I love what I do. I love that I had wrestled with GLOW. I started my own company doing my own custom type of videos, hiring other people. WRESTLICIOUS is now, I look forward to that so much. So I'm content. If there's anybody else that wants, I'll go wherever. You never say no. Never.
Now, before you started with GLOW, was wrestling something you were interested in? Was it something you always wanted to try, or did you just
Well, I was a tomboy.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that question. Basically, I'd done every sport besides wrestling, and I had some friends who had told me about this particular show, and I went down to listen to see what exactly it was about, and they're like, this is pro wrestling. I'm like, wow. I go, now that's a challenge. Went down to where they were training the girls. I would go Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 7 to 10 and train with Mando Guerrero. And you guys, I was black and blue, learning how to fall, how to do these holds back and forth, and I was doing my job at the same time. I was just right out of school. I was working in the medical field, drawing people's blood. The next minute, all I know is I'm one of the ones that they're keeping. They had said to me, Mando goes like this, which one of you ladies, he said, can smash your head into the turnbuckle, run your head into the turnbuckle, turn over, and land on your back. I raised my hand. I'm like, yes, I can do this. And the GLOW people, McLean was there. He's like, that's what we want. He goes, that is how you got your position with GLOW. And then we did the pilot, and I did 4 seasons with them.
Yeah. Did Mando...
Did I get off the subject? Sorry.
No, I was just wondering, because you said Mando a couple times, Mando Guerrero. Did he train like all the GLOW people, or...
No, he did not. He only trained the pilot. So that was the first 30 girls, me being with them. After that, they brought in some other trainers. I don't remember their names because I wasn't training anymore. So it trickled down the line. People will go, oh, GLOW was not trained. Well, yes, the first season girls were trained by Mando. After that, they brought in a couple of other pro lady wrestlers. Forgive me, I can't think of their names. They trained some newer girls, and then it trickled down the line that the wrestlers, the third season wrestlers, were training some of the girls. So, it just kind of trickled down the line how that works. But to me, and this is what I think, you guys, everyone was jealous. They just were. You can ask, what LPWA, those girls hated. They hated GLOW. And I spoke with, God forgive me, I can't think of her name, wonderful girl in Florida, I think. Not Melissa, you guys. Malaya. No. Is it Malaya Hosaka?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yep. And she said, you're right. Malaya Hosaka. she was LPWA, and she said the same thing. She's like, Hollywood, she goes, we hated you guys, but we were just more jealous because you guys had outfits and you had music, and, you know, it is what it is. You know, we get a bad rap sometimes, but we were on TV. You know, again, we were on, and we were syndicated all over the United States, and we toured, and we were in different countries. So if you ask me, would I do it differently or all over again? Not really, you know. I love it.
In Wrestlicious, is it mostly like are wrestlers already in the business that they're bringing in?
Yeah, there's a lot of girls. Yeah, most of the girls already have that background. You know, they have some girls from Canada. These two young girls, I don't know their names, but I might be managing them. And they're like the little rock and roll chicks, you know, and I would probably be, since I have a music little background, I would probably be their manager. And that'd be a fun thing, you know. But I got to get in that ring. I can't just sit on I cannot just stand there. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I will be in there. I don't care if you know, how I get in there, I will be in there. One
Barb?
way or another.
Oops, sorry. Barb, you got a question?
Yeah, I was wondering if you still watch wrestling.
A little bit here and there, I have to. And I also attend a lot of the autograph sessions. That's where I first met Lacey with Jimmy Hart. I was in Philadelphia, and there was an autograph wrestling, you know, thing. So, you know, I try to stay in the loop a little bit. You know, I've seen some of the girls on TNA. I've met a few of them at a signing. Some of them were in Playboy. You know, that's one thing we all got to do. I did that as a GLOW girl. Playboy had come to us, and they wanted a few wrestlers. And so, you know, that was a great experience.
Intro, do you have that issue?
Yeah, I'll have to go check my back issues now that you
December '89.
89.
On the cover, Candy Bergen. December '89. Candice Bergen is on the cover. It's black.
Oh, you're making this awful easy
and there's
for
a bunch of
Everybody's
yeah, and I'm blonde, you guys. I'm blonde in the picture, but I've been every hair color. But I'm sticking with my native brunette color.
Right. Intro, do you have another question from the board?
Yeah, the Flea, he would like to know, who was the best GLOW girl to work with?
The best one? Me, myself, and I. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know who I loved, I thought was great in the first season, the Royal was Americana. You guys remember Cindy? Or the first one was Cindy. Americana, what a great girl. Cindy Spirit was fun to wrestle with. Mountain Fiji, Emily Dole, what a great spirited person, good heart. You know, even though she's 350 pounds, she was probably the sweetest person to work with. I'll never forget, McLean said to me, I got into Las Vegas that day, and he looked at me and he said, you're going to be wrestling that girl over there. And my eyes got huge. I go, no, I'm not. He goes, yeah, you are. I was scared to death of her. But she was definitely a sweet lady.
Was it harder to wrestle in the Giants? Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? How are you going to get this person, a 350-pound person, off their feet when you yourself only weigh 100 pounds, 115 pounds? Right. I used to have people ask me too. They're like way down the line. I got someone who goes, Hollywood, were you anorexia? And I'm like, what? I go, I could eat and eat and eat, you guys. I mean, I ate. I had no problem, you know. I could just eat anything. All these other girls, I got to be on a diet. Well, now I understand that. As when you get older, then the metabolism starts changing, but not me. Yeah. You know, I go, yeah, I was spending, you know what it was? Because we were working out every single day. When we were in GLOW, I'm telling you, they didn't want us. They had us on a leash, very short leash. You're not allowed to do this. You can't go here. If you got to be home by this time. There was curfew, and you know what? I broke almost every single one of those damn rules. I hated them. Right. We went down to San Diego. Here's a quick story. We went down to San Diego, and I'm like to some of the GLOW girls. I'm like, we're going to go down to Tijuana tonight. I need to get those like silver spurs. No, the silver tips that are going to go on my cowboy boots. This is like, you know, late 80s. I go, I want those silver tips. Well, we had our meeting, production meeting, And our director's like, I don't want anyone going down to Tijuana. We have a show tomorrow. If anyone, no one goes. And he looked directly at me. He goes, that means you, Hollywood. You're not going to. I'm thinking, oh my God, is he in my head or what? So as the meeting ended, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I look at the girls, and Daisy's one of them. She's like, I go, you guys ready? And Daisy's like, we can't go. I go, what do you mean we can't go? I go, he told us we couldn't go after we decided we were going to go. I go, we're going. We got busted totally. We got in a lot of trouble. And what he would do is he would always dock pay. That happened a lot. Or you're not going to do this show, Hollywood. You're not going to do Jesse Raphael's show. You're not doing this one. You're not allowed to have guys in your room. I'm like, we're not? I would just break every... I broke every rule imaginable.
Yeah. Well,
you don't go to Tijuana unless you're fully prepared to get in trouble.
Correct.
Speaking of Tijuana... Yeah, was that? I was just saying, speaking of Tijuana, we have Jose on the line. He's calling in.
Hi, Jose.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys?
Hey.
All right. I listen, I just have a question. I heard you talking about how you could eat a lot and, and really burn up calories, I guess, pretty much, and still be skinny. What is it that you eat? Like, are you in a special diet or anything like that?
Okay.
Well, back then, sweetheart, I was not. I ate anything I wanted to. Today is a little different because I'm a little bit older, and yes, I don't really have something special. I can say I like protein, which is chicken. I can tell you that I should be eating vegetables. I should have salad, but I try to eat better. And the most important thing, can I tell you this? Rest, sleep. And maybe that's because I'm a little bit older, but getting some rest is always good, especially if you're going to go out. If you're touring, that's a whole other thing. When we were young, too, almost half that bus was sick. Those chicks were sick. The only people that weren't sick on the bus was me and the character Lightning. We were like, oh, the sickies, go to the back of the bus, because we didn't want to get sick. Everyone was getting sick. And that was back then. So, that's what happens when you play. You pay.
That's cool. Yeah. That's the only question I have, guys. Thank you. Love the show, and good interview.
Thanks for calling in, Jose.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Yeah, you're welcome. Bye.
When the male wrestlers are on, they talk about, they have a lot of female fans, and you said you weren't allowed to have any men in your room. Like, did the GLOW? Did the GLOW wrestlers have like a lot of male following? Like,
oh my
Stags.
God! Yes, I loved it. Like little groupies. Yes,
exactly.
When we would leave in our bus, I kid you not, to see all the cars following us, they would follow us to see where we were going. And we had little shitty places to eat. You guys, don't they have Shoney's back there and Waffle Houses, those cheap places? That's where they took us after sometimes. Late at night, we'd stop at a Shoney's and they would follow, and they wouldn't come over to us. They'd stay way far away, and stare at us, and it was funny. And then one time we were in Miami, and I had someone come to my room, and I was rooming with Vine, and Vine's like, don't answer it, don't open the door. I'm like, why not? She's like, don't answer it. And so she told him, if you want an autograph, you have to stick the piece of paper under the door. I'm like, oh God. It was fun, and back then, you guys, and it was just to see the little kids' faces, to see people holding up signs. I know this is back late 80s, but, it just warmed your heart to see smiling faces, and I would sit there till I'd be the last person on the bus every single night. I'd be like, you guys, I have, you have a line of people that you want to sign autographs. Of course, you want to talk to them and give everybody time, and they had to pull me away, and I'd feel terrible. I'm like, sorry, I have to go. But
did any of the guys ever buy you gifts or anything like that?
Yeah. I got to tell you, yes, I got this, and I still have it. It's a huge, solid. It's not a diamond. It's a blue topaz, and it's the shape of a heart. And I don't know how many carats. I think it's 14 carats.
Oh.
And he gave me this little package, and I felt it, and I'm like, is this cocaine? I said, yes. I didn't know what it was. That was my first thing, is this drugs? I know that's going to make you laugh, but me and Godiva got one, and it was a little small package, and I felt this thing. I'm like, what is this? Is this drugs? And it wasn't drugs. It was jewelry. And little kids, too, would give you. One guy gave me an ankh. I was in New Orleans, and he I don't know how he got into our, we had a sound check. He said, Hollywood, come here. And I'm like, hey. And I'm like saying, hey. He goes, I have this ankh. If I give you this ankh, will you wear it on the show? And you know what? You can see some of my sketches where I'll have a black shoestring basically around my neck with the ankh on it. And that was from a guy in New Orleans. So, yeah.
That's cool.
We got gifts.
Yeah. Answer? Anything else from the board?
Yeah, one of the guests here from the message board, he wants to know, when a lot of the GLOW girls went to the POW promotion, why did you stay behind with GLOW?
And I answered that earlier because I wanted to be back here in Los Angeles. I kind of wasn't sure if I wanted to go back, to be honest. I'm like, I've been there for 2 years. You know, I missed 2 years here in Los Angeles. I want to do other things, and that is one of the reasons. They weren't in Los Angeles. They were going to be, I don't remember, like I said, I don't know if it was Indiana or where they went. I know Ursula from GLOW went. She was there with POW. I'm not sure if Lightning was there, but I just wasn't quite sure, guys, if that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be here and do other work. And I also went, actually, during that time, I did some modeling in Hong Kong, so I was in Hong Kong for a month. So I was just like, what else do I want to do? And you know what? Obviously, I've been doing wrestling ever since. And I do stunts here. I'm a stunt woman in Los Angeles, guys.
Oh, really? Have you worked anything we know?
Yes, I did work. Well, you probably don't watch soap operas, but this year I worked Days of Our Lives, and there's a girl named Nadia. I can't think of her last name right now. I doubled her, so I had to wear a long wig because she had really long, dark hair. Our bodies were similar. She had bigger boobs, smaller hips, and basically she walks to the door, it blows up on fire, and I have to take a fall back. Her name is Nadia Bajorlin, Bjorlin, really pretty girl. And I did the stuff for her, and that aired in February, actually. I think it was February. Work out here, though, it's far and few in between. There's a book about bigger than your 1-inch arms over there. And with lots of women that are my height, my size, and it's who you know. The coordinators are going to, unless you fit exactly that actress. So the stunt work is great. You know who also does that is Lightning. Lightning, she's 4'11", guys, and she's been stunting for children for a while. And she's worked on several Disney shows. I think she's worked on the Hannah Montana shows. She's done a lot of stunt work. So she's the one that got me into it in the first place.
Yeah.
And the reason I did that is that's a union, and they pay better. And, there's residuals coming from that type of work. Right. So if you can wrestle and hit the ground hard, you can pretty much start doing stunts. And, you just got to learn more stuff like scuba diving. I'm finishing up certification I think in December. I'll finish up the rest of my, my scuba certification.
Yeah. And there's one question here that you actually covered over on the In Your Head message board. You logged in as yourself and answered this one that GLOW was not run by the mob.
They weren't. I don't know where they get that from because the director, I think, I'm like, no. I started laughing. I had to laugh. I'm like, no. I don't know where that comes from, actually.
I mean, there really is no mob.
McLean surely was no Italian. And the backers were not, so they were not Italian. The only person who was Italian was myself, Lisa Moretti, which is
Ivory.
Played Ivory. Yes, thank you. Moretti, myself, and our director. But there's no mob.
What are people talking about here?
Exactly. Everybody check out. So everybody check out wrestlicious.com, and you have to check out the Wrestlicious videos on their YouTube account. It's a link right off their website. I hate to. I don't want you to pick anybody out, and because you might not mention somebody else. But is there any one of the raps that was your favorite of the new ones?
Let me think, guys. I thought. See now, who did I like in there? I'm trying to think, guys. Who was your favorite?
I thought the military one was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You like the military one?
Yeah.
I thought she was. Yeah, she was okay. I thought the bikini girl, Lana Kinnear. She also lives over here in my area. She was cute doing it. But yeah, I think when you see mine will be better. And you know why mine will be better? Because I've already done it several times live. Oh, I'm just pushing myself right now. I think all the girls were spectacular and they're great.
Yeah. Which one was your favorite, Barb?
I kind of got a kick out of Draculetta, I think. I like puns.
Yeah.
I'm a really big fan of puns. I don't know why.
Oh, did you say her buns?
Puns with a P.
Barb, you pervert.
It sounded like you said buns. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah. That's not all you're giving them.
That's all.
Right.
Yeah, well. Hey, I'm a bad guy. You know that. And the thing is, again, experience. Lots of knowledge goes with that. That's why when I see, when I first saw some of the show, I was critiquing in my head a little bit. Oh, she'll be good. She needs some work. Oh, she needs more experience. I'm still looking for the package. I haven't seen the whole package yet. Lacey looks pretty darn good. She's got the wrestling, and some experience. She looks gorgeous. She's going to be one to watch for sure. She's a little superstar.
Mm-hmm. Well, we want to thank you for coming on tonight. Anything you'd like to tell our fans out there?
I just want to say hi to everybody and thanks for the support and coming on and asking the questions, and just to see people still remembering GLOW is really neat. And I hope that you guys watch Wrestlicious and, continue, definitely. And and I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. We'll have the link right on the website in case there's anybody out there who can't spell Wrestlicious. You can just click right on the link.
There you go.
Exactly.
Hey, it's me, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and you're listening to InYourHeadOnline.com. These guys are unbelievable, baby!